What is going on, guys? It is Baseball Breakdowns here, your go-to trainer for all things pitching velocity. And today, we are breaking down 9 pitching velocity killers. And if you're doing any of these, you're leaving miles per hour on the table. And if you fix them, well, you'll throw harder, no question. This might be one of the most valuable pitching videos you watch all year because I'm not just telling you the problems. I'm showing you exactly how to fix every single one. Alright, guys, so let's get into it. Number one is not getting deep into your back leg. This is a leg drive killer, so honestly, the first velocity killer is simple. You are not getting deep enough into your back leg. A lot of pitchers go up, start drifting down the mound, but that back leg is straight as a board. Ask yourself this: if you're trying to jump as high as possible, would you barely bend your legs? No, you would sit into it, load up, and explode. Pitching is the same thing, except your explosion needs to go towards home plate. You want to sit into the back leg, create a strong angle, and drive out of it to generate energy. This is where ground force comes from, pushing the rubber away so the mound pushes you forward. How to fix it? Sit, drive drill. So this is how you can do it. So sit on a bucket while on the mound and focus on driving out of that deep back leg load, right? And to keep the back knee inside your foot and extend aggressively toward home. That's mastering this alone will add a lot of velo to your fastball. Number 2, opening your front side too early. This is a front door killer, so this is a huge one. Some pitchers start their delivery and immediately open the front hip and foot. When you open early, you leak all your rotational energy, which means your arm has to do everything, right? That is how velocity drops and injuries show up. Instead, you want to lead with your back hip, almost like your butt is pulling you down the mound. You want to fix it with 2 drills. A wall drill: stand next to a wall, lift the leg, move down the mound. Only your butt should touch the wall. If your knee, shoulder, or foot hits, you're opening too early. Toe tap and empty bottle drill: place a bottle next to the rubber, tap your front toe to it, keep it there as long as possible as you drift forward. Then open the front side. This creates perfect sequencing. Number 3 is collapsing your front leg. This is a front leg killer, so this one destroys velo more than almost everything. A ton of young pitchers land and the front leg collapses inward, shin becomes vertical, knee drifts over the toe. No stability equals no power transfer. Remember that. Elite pitchers pitch against a firm front leg. Some fully lock out, others have a slight bend. But the shin angle always steps strong with the knee behind the ankle. By the way, you can fix it with uphill throws. Stand behind the mound and throw up the slope. This forces your body to feel correct shin angles and teaches you how to pitch against a strong front side. When you return to normal throws, the difference is massive. And number 4 is flying open with the upper body, right? So earlier we talked about flying open with the lower body, but the upper body is just as dangerous. Most pitchers start their hand separation too open, facing home plate. That guarantees you'll fly open early. Instead, separate your hands closed off, at least 45 degrees, even up to 90 degrees like many elite arms. You can fix it by doing a reverse wall drill. Stand up with your back shoulder near a wall, separate your hands. If you separate toward the target, your glove arm hits the wall. If you separate at a closed angle, you clear the wall cleanly. This forces clean upper body timing. Number 5, not enough hip to shoulder separation. Hip to shoulder separation equals your hips firing open while your shoulders stay closed. Studies show up to 80% of your velocity comes from this separation. That is huge. If your hips and shoulder open together, you lose the elastic stretch that creates power. You can fix this by having mobility and med ball throws. Mobility means, tight hips equals no separation. Doing hip mobility, pelvis rotation, and trunk flexibility work consistently. The med ball throws are a med ball at a back hip, stride, keep it back, fire. These drills train the exact movement pattern you need. And number 6, being disconnected with your arm. When pitchers enter the power position, the arm is often too far outside, late, or dragging behind. We want the arm at 90 degrees, or even slightly inside. This is how we load and unload efficiently. Fix it by the connection bad drill and you place the connection ball between your bicep and forearm, do rocker throws, side throws, or scat blow throws. The ball will pop out after you throw. This teaches you the feel of staying connected. It's a game changer. Number 7 is getting around the baseball. This is super common of young pitchers. They release the ball from the side like they're throwing a slider. This not only kills velocity, it also creates elbow pain. You want to be behind the baseball and then pronate through the release. Pronation equals turning your thumb down release, just like your circle change, but happening later for a fastball. But you can fix it by doing pivot pickoffs. Set up sideways, bring the arm up like making a muscle, turn as far as possible, throw it towards your arm side, and finish with your thumb down and hand pronating. This fixes quote-unquote around the ball instantly. Number 8, early pronation. This one is taught incorrectly all the time. Coaches tell pitchers to point the ball towards second base. That's actually early pronation, and it kills your load. And if you want to gain 5 miles in 14 days this winter, check out my first link in the description.